Ready to go. Starting this stream. I started streaming earlier, but then my stomach started acting up, and I decided to take a break for a minute. But I think it's pretty good now. Got everything out of my system, so let's enjoy the new cards, shall we?
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
Okay. We're looking for the cards that can combo with our quests to allow us to get draw. So they'd be like Questing Explorer. Or, yeah. Questing Explorer, other card draw, reverse a mage. It might be a similar kind of mage to also going for the OTK. Which then would come down to just whoever can draw through the fastest to find the combo would have the most advantage. What's up, Bryce? Bryce M.I.N. 69? Go on, dude. What's up, Sweet Jamu? Welcome back for 36 months. 3 years. That's crazy long. I appreciate the continued support. Is he also playing OTK Mage? Are we going to see the quest pop out?
What to do? What to do?
Yeah, this card would be kept if it was quest. So he's not OTK Mage. He's doing something else.
Time runs out on me.
Oh, it says explode.
Where did I go? I had the runs really bad. So
Of course it's the right
I ended
way.
the stream and let my system handle itself. I think that's all the details we need on that situation. But I don't know if I ate something or what's going on. But yeah, I started streaming and then all of a sudden my stomach was like, not today.
Crush your delusions of grandeur.
So I just spent like an hour and a half on the toilet. But I'm back and ready to go. Mm-hmm.
This wasn't on the map.
Hopefully next turn I can put up Rig Fairgame while casting Ray of Frost and get something done. It could be Counterspell. It's probably not. Do we risk it? Yeah. Yeah, I think we do. Let's see.
This wasn't on the map.
It might be like Netherwind Portal or something too.
Job done.
Not a Counterspell. It's his own rigged fair game. We could have went face, stopped his rigged fair game and Ray of Frosted if I thought it was rigged fair game. I should have tried to play the secret, saw that it wasn't Counterspell, assumed then at that moment that it's rigged fair game. Ray Frost is gonna go face maybe. Could have been a little bit more disruptive of his game plan, right? Which would have been pretty good.
I wonder.
Am I from North America or Europe? I am a North America dude. I'm from Michigan originally.
Come in. Everyone's a winner.
By secret coin ping me? How am I feeling now? I still feel a little sick, but I feel good enough to... You know, I don't have the most intensive workload in the world. I play video games, so... You can be a little sick and play some video games. But yeah, earlier... I had to go to the toilet. I feel better now. Don't feel that bad.
Of course it's the right way.
I want to make sure that I use all my mana here. Getting these barriers out as early is probably really good versus mage. We don't get in a scenario where they're bursting us down. My family from EU. No, my family. I mean, like at some point, at some point in the grand scheme of things, my family is of European descent. But no, my parents are from Michigan. One of these has to be a counterspell.
You can count on me. I'm certified.
Is it worth freezing these while I have a barrier up? Probably not. I would have frozen maybe if a mirror entity or something came out, but 8 damage versus our heal 8. We're taking 0. 8 for 8. That's pretty great.
Your wish is my suggestion.
What's up, Bag and Kratarn? Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I still don't feel amazing, but I feel better. I don't know what's going on, man. Mage doesn't have a lot of minions, so actually shutting down a couple of the minions here so that I have to freeze less in the future is probably a pretty smart idea. Pretty smart. That's gonna grow.
Face me, you inept ingrate.
He's gonna get +2/+2 again. It's gonna be pretty difficult to kill that minion.
What to do? What to do?
I don't know if we're ever gonna be able to kill that thing. We have to kill around it. Flame Ward's not bad.
This time I'll be crunchy.
I should play this first, not be greedy, right? Oh wait, I did this in the wrong order if I was gonna do that. Yeah, I'm good. It's never counterspell. Can we get this to a point where we can kill it? It gets +2/+2 again. Yeah, we can make it so that it dies to the Flame Ward, right? Having it die to the Flame Ward is not too bad. It still means it gets to hit us, though, which is a little spooky.
You don't click the wand, see?
I can play the mirror images and then hero power, and maybe we get a spell that can remove that 9/3. Not a lot of help on that one, huh? Doesn't really do anything here. He's gonna have the secret guys that are like a fireball if you have a secret up too, so that's gonna be frustrating. Looks like he's got like Flame Ward plus Barrier up right now as well. If he doesn't find the damage, I guess.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Arcane Explosion value. We're so close to the bottom of our deck with only 10 cards now, but we have a couple of duds in there. We got 2 Ancient Mysteries that are doing nothing now because we drew all 4 secrets before Ancient Mysteries. I gotta put a 5th secret in this deck, I think.
Shredded.
I should have played this too. Didn't even notice I had it in my hand. We have almost enough to do the combo. We're missing 1 card. If we don't get fireballed and die, we could win next turn. Is it worth trying to stop the 3 damage so that we don't die? We'd hit AI into the combo. We have another Frost Nova in there. I think it's probably worth it. No. Crossbow, Fireball. Last 2 draws. It's bad. We're 1 card away from the combo. I want to add a second Rig Fair game, I think. 2 Rig Fair games, probably. Probably need it. Maybe I cut this guy. I've never been able to play him. He seems like he would be good in a couple of spots, though. On like 9 mana, you can play him in freeze, but your hand size is often too big to justify playing him. Adam Shogun just gifted out 2 subs to the community. I appreciate your generosity. Welcome to the Batcave, Team Thing, Phrase Risu, and Chief Pepsinojin. How's it going, guys? Make sure we get some big thank yous in the chat for Adam Shogun.
Jaina versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
One drop on 1 isn't too bad versus them. I'm probably just going to try and curve out with minions and then play the quest later when it's relevant.
Buy one, get one free. You don't pick the one.
2-2 beats 1-2. That's just math. Oh god, it grew.
You don't pick the wands. The wand picks you.
Well, we have it contested now, at least. We need to get it out of the way so that we can get our secret up. He's got a secret. If it's like Counterspell or something. Play this first and then Ancient Mysteries. Huh. Chenvala might be able to do something, actually. Probably not. But we have these 3 cheap spells we could play with Chenvala. The next turn, I can play a 0 mana secret and a 1-cost spell with Chenvala. The turn after, I can play everything and make a thing. If we really want to try super hard to make the 5/5. Doesn't sound terrible. Because with any of the other things, it could be a little bit worried about Mirror Entity. I guess I could always just drop Glacial Runner into a Mirror Entity.
I wonder.
Sometimes I forget things.
2/5. It's oddly potent on this board.
Runs out on me.
The wand picks you. The wand picks you.
It's got Mage Secrets and Paladin Secrets.
I cannot wait to read these.
I have like literally no play.
What to do? What to do?
He's probably got Oh My Yogg up actually, right? That's the only Paladin Secret you put in your deck on purpose. So, theoretically, I can play this rigged fair game, and it'll proc Oh My Yogg and play a different random 3-mana spell. So then next turn, I can Shenvala play the 0-mana one with the cheap spells to make the 5/5. So, rather than skipping my turn and doing nothing, I'm praying that he has put up the secret Oh My Yogg. Here we go.
Time runs out on me.
Thank you for your secret. Helped me a lot. Very good, very good. Now, hopefully, we play the Sorcerer's Apprentice with it. No, we don't have to. So he's gonna kill the 5. Oh shit! He's gonna kill the 5/5. I'm playing this anyway. He's gonna kill the 5/5 with this, and then 2, 3, 4. Hopefully, he can't find one damage to go face. That's our hope. If we play the Sorcerer's Apprentice too, he probably can't. But then we lose our combo. So, granted, I'm not sure how important the combo is in this matchup, but still. I should have played this first.
I must have slain 100 or so.
Where's the Frost Nova when you need it, man? Now he's got a weapon up, so he's going to be able to keep removing my rigged fair game, unfortunately. I think we're probably just dead. I don't think OTK Freeze Mage is very good versus mid-range Paladin. They just have such easy access to weapons to keep us down.
This powder be crunchy! This powder be crunchy!
So he still gets to stop my rig fair game, and we still get to be just dead over here. Maybe the secrets are the thing that's the mistake and should not be here. It's too hard to proc. Well, if the secrets are too hard to proc, then the deck just probably sucks. We know he has what in his hand from the guy? We know he has +2/+2. And he's got the Libram of Hope, so he's got 6/7 damage represented.
Shredded!
So we die to any 1 damage if I don't freeze. Hearthstone, you thought it was Slay the Spire stream. I mean, yeah, I do like Slay the Spire and Hearthstone. But Hearthstone just had some new cards out, so I was playing it. I haven't really made very many decks yet. I build like an OTK mage just to see what it looks like and do a few OTKs. I got it to work twice, but it just seems like it's going to struggle too much against these paladins that are too common. Unless maybe I put in some weapon removal or something and get wacky with it. But it seems like we need weapon removal. Is that they're shutting down our rigged fair game? We can't have that. Crime Session was already kind of a tech card. I'm just gonna play 2 oozes. You go down to 1 Ancient Mysteries. Explain the combo. Play Sorcerer's Apprentices, clone Sorcerer's Apprentices, you play more Sorcerer's Apprentices, and then you play Antonidas, and you play Fireballs for 0 mana. It's enabled by the new mana card. This wasn't really possible in as easy of a way as before, but now Mage has Innervate. So with the new Mage Innervate, you can do it.
Your soul shall be mine.
You asked for it.
Doesn't that cost 15 mana? Yeah, but Mage has Innervate now. You can do it. I think I just keep Rig Fair Game. Warlock often is like the control-y version, right? So maybe it can pop off. Quest on quest action. What is this guy doing?
Of course it's the right way.
Warlock got some new interesting control-y tools. They have like the 1-drop that heals them now. The Warlock can be built pretty anti-aggro now and stuff. I wanted to try the Warlock quest too. Very nice. Oh, it feels so good when the Rig Fair game actually goes off, man. So much better than when it doesn't go off. Yeah, here's the new card, the Conjure Mana Biscuit. So you add a biscuit to your hand, and then what the biscuit does is gives you 2 mana crystals. So I spend 2 on it, or I could save it for later and use a ping this turn, but I like actually ticking this up. Now we have this, the Mana Biscuit. So we will be able to reach the amount of mana necessary to make 4 Sorcerer's Apprentices plus the Archmage Antonidas, and then start firing off the fireballs. Firebat fires fireballs. There's another new card for you. The Lucky Soul Hoarder, a 3 mana 3/4 battlecry. Shuffle 2 soul fragments into your deck. If it's corrupted, also draw a card. That helps Warlock with the whole healing thing. But it doesn't matter how much you heal. I'm an OTK deck. And we almost have the whole combo. We're 2 cards short.
Just like training.
That's not how you want to be set up normally. Trying to get the combo pieces at the end. There's still 18 cards left. We gotta shift through to find them.
is so much untapped power in this world.
Demons cost one less, guy.
Of course it's the right way. This powder be crunchy.
Such a great.
This is one of the new cards too that helps enable this kind of being able to live versus aggro while being an OTK deck. The Glacial Eraser. Deals 3 damage to all frozen enemies on its spell burst. Super powerful. Super powerful. 1 mana, 1/3 with big upside.
Of course it's the right way. Of course it's the right way.
You don't pick the wand, see?
More freeze. You love to see it. Freeze is so good because it allows it's basically card draw. Because it stops his damage and allows us to get another turn, and every turn you draw a card. I guess it's card draw for both of us. Because he's also some sort of combo deck, I guess. I wonder if he's actually going to have an OTK finisher at the top, though.
Sharp, browse.
I know I have one. If he doesn't have one, he's going to be in trouble. Oh, he's copying something over there. He's got some sort of OTK he's setting up for. Okay. He hard runs philosophy for something. I think I want to play this. And one Ray of Frost.
This powder be crunchy. This wasn't on the map.
Next turn I should be able to start using my hero power to generate, hopefully, card draw. Or other valuable phrases or other tools.
No one tried this rusty with me.
So that's his win condition. Well, let's freeze it and then draw a card. We don't actually want to kill it because it shuffles all the bribes into his deck, which could be problematic for us. Alright, sweet. Another freeze, not too shabby. We're just cooling out over here.
No one tried this rusty with me.
He cloned it. He's gonna add 6 primes to his deck. That's what he cloned. We're 1 card away from the OTK. Now we don't even need the coin, right? We still kind of want the... Look, we could play...
My brood will survive.
Do I need the coin or not? 4 for the Sorceress Apprentices. And then we gain mana up to 6, 7, 8. And then we can play... Copy thing's going to cost 2 at that point, and we're at 8, so it doesn't work to be able to use that to initiate the fireballs. Do we have any secrets left in our deck? We still have the Rigged Fair game. If I can empty my hand a little bit this turn, I can play that. We're still gonna overdraw. But only one. It's gotta be worth it. Just don't overdraw the correct card. There's gonna be 2, 4... Oh, we can play coin. We can play coin. I think I can play coin. Sorry, because we played a discount thing. So Potion of Illusion costs 3. So with 2 Sorcerer's Apprentices on the field, Potion of Illusion costs 1. So we go Sorcerer's Apprentice, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Mana Biscuit, and then we can go Archmage Antonitis, Clone, Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I have become
Sorcerer's Apprentice, right? Alright, we should draw it. We're not taking any face damage, so we're drawing cards here. We have the Blizzard we could hit. We have the Potion of Illusion we could hit. Here's the Potion of Illusion. So this should be GG. So we go... Sorcerer's Apprentice. Sorcerer's Apprentice. So that costs 1. Then we get all the mana back. And then we play Potion of Illusion. And then we play Tony, double Sorcerer's Apprentice. And a spell. We send him to the Shadow Realm. Aha! Manders just subscribed for 4 months. Welcome back to the Back Cave. Team Thingman, appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Will we see any of these constructed games on YouTube? Probably. I'll put everything that I do on YouTube and on Twitch. Because I want people to be able to see it if they want. Because when they see it, I get money. So, it's very good for me to post my content places. I try and post it everywhere I can. Money. I mean, I don't do it out of greed. I just do it out of... Some people like YouTube, some people like Twitch. Try and upload to both.
I am determined to win this.
You asked for
Demon Hunter can't be a good matchup for us. I think I do want the Ooze, but I don't think I want the AI. I want to just find straight off the bat, like Freezes, the 1-3, Questing Explorer, Questing Adventure. OnlyFans. Do OnlyFans have gaming content? If OnlyFans is into gaming content, maybe screw it. We'll throw up some Hearthstone VODs there. I don't know. But I'm not gonna make only OnlyFans content. Mm-hmm.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Why am I playing the quest in an OTK deck? Required part of the combo. It's the biggest reason.
That should upgrade.
I could instead play, make all the spells in your deck cost cheaper and hope that I haven't drawn Potion of Illusion yet. But it seems less consistent.
That should upgrade. Probably.
Flame Ward, here we go. That's not going to be active for till turn 6. Looks like we're going to just die to Demon Hunter.
Better be something good.
We got to just make it to turn 6 and also draw another freeze. Flame Ward's good. His hero power can keep my rigged fair game in check like 24/7. That's a feels better, man.
I didn't need it anyway.
One opportunity to try and get rigged fair game to work.
Evil cannot hide from me. Lost forever.
We can still try and get the rigged fair game to work. And set this down to 1 health so I can ping it next turn, right? That's gonna be kind of nice. I have to ping it before I play a spell though, because my quest is about to flip. Skull. Or that Sage Seer for draw? Yeah, I took him out because he's too clunky. He costs a lot of mana to play. And you can't often freeze when you play him. He's getting me killed a lot. I was like, I'm done with that guy. I don't know. I only tried him for a few games, so he might be good. But in my few games, he was not good. We have to ping first because our hero power is about to flip. Nice. Freeze effect. Maybe we could get something that freezes his face too. No, but that is good in combination with this. We're just gonna win on tempo with random spells. Or at least die trying. I mean, there's not really good ways to stay alive.
Do you see what must be done?
Oh, we died.
No one back.
I mean, maybe he doesn't have a second skull. Generate some AoE. We have outs. It's possible. Not possible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. GG.
You win this.
Yeah, you can't play OTK deck where Demon Hunter exists in the game, I guess. I'd try and make something else. Let's see. Maybe I'd make the Super Control Warrior. With the new armor cards. The Big Warrior, dude. Or we can make Big Paladin. Those probably both kind of work. I'm gonna try and make Big Warrior. The bigger, the better. That deck had it uses a lot of like removal, and because it can't run too many minions, because it's got to run only the big ones, right? Got to run like what's that guy called? The 7/7, the Scrapyard guy. Got to get Scrapyard Colossus in there, and Rattlegore and Troublemaker. Commencement. Actually, Dual Paladin might be more hype. Big Warrior is kind of... I don't know, people have tried that too many times. Big Paladin uses like the same new card. But might actually be kind of good. We could even maybe play Judgment in there. But Barricade is mainly the big one that Dual Paladin gets. Then we put in all the spells that kind of help you stall for time, and then the big guys. So the Scrapyard. The Scrap. Oh, I'm on new cards still. Scrapyard Colossus. Tyrion. What are some other big minions? Tyrion? I don't know how to spell Tyrion, apparently. I don't have Duel in there yet. Other things we'd want to duel with. What about Colossus of the Moon? Plagued Proto Drake? You guys like those cards? Colossus is sick. There's that new dragon we could pull too. Colossus of the Moon. This thing could be cool. Runaway Blackwing. And then run away with the game? And you just like all the random semi-playable early game stuff. We need Vargoth Consecrate. So we can double duel. A 6-mana weapon, probably. Hammer of the Naru. Snack Run for more. The Snack Run could get a duel, or it could get a commencement. We need commencement too. We don't even have that in here. We run Ceremonial Mall? That kind of synergizes a little bit. Ceremonial Mall. Belbers summon a student with taunt equal to the stats. We play this and then we play duel. Subdue. Lightforged Blessing, Subdue. End of a Doll? Nah, we're not gonna have things on the board. I guess we could always play it on, like, a later turn. It's not bad. Moonfang. That's probably not big enough of a dual thing. I think it's just Subdue. Subdue's a pretty good card. Throw that in there. You might need to change some things, obviously. I'm not a dual paladin expert, so this might not work immediately. But dual paladin seems like it got some help this mini set. It seems like it's a fun, unique deck that we haven't really played too much before. So I'm gonna give it a go. But don't hate me if it's trash, dude. It might be trash. Is Freeze Mage still dead? Yeah, Demon Hunter is still reigning supreme. There's no way you can make Freeze Mage survive long enough to OTK a Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's deck is just damage plus 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 damage. And they don't need weapons, they don't need minions, they don't need anything. They just do damage via spells. So you can't stop it. These are all pretty fantastic cards against an aggro deck. I'm a little concerned that they're not dual. I'm not going to keep Desperate Measures. I think you keep First Day at School, though. But, like, let's throw these back and try and find dual. Nice. Scrapyard Colo. Ooh, Metal Fiend. I'm the Demon Hunter now. Two mana 1/1 and or 1 mana 1/1. Could get a card from his deck. Could be another 1-drop. I'm down.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
They will never catch me.
Nailed it. There's the duel for turn 5. The turn 3 Ceremonial Maul, turn 4 Archmage, turn 5 duel. Look at that curve. Isn't she a beaut? It's the curviest curve of all the curves.
Come on,
Justice.
Synergy. Yeah, dual paladin, very renowned for its early game aggressive pressure. What is it? It's got control Demon Hunter? He's gonna have OT. He's OTK, right? He's trying to OTK me, and I'm trying to get big. Are you guys ready? It's almost time to duel. Coming soon to motorcycles near you.
I grow impatient.
Man, there's a lot of downtime in Hearthstone.
Demons? Demons.
I'm not used to playing normal Hearthstone. I've been playing all these other games. Holy smokes, you gotta wait for your opponents a long time.
Throw short.
Hasty33, welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Thanks for 13 months of support. I appreciate it, man. Hold them for 2 first and then show the duels. Here we go, time to duel. I think we win, guys. Dual Paladin is sick. Oh, we got his combo out. Alright, he has no OTK combo and our board is massive.
Thank you.
Hold the phone. He's doing the combo. You can clear this.
You possess true power.
He's not even close to clearing it. Alright, Dual Paladin holds up against combo decks, right? It's pretty good against mid-range decks.
Alas, poor
It probably gets shafted by aggro still. But I'm excited. Dual Paladin's showing a little bit of momentum here. I didn't really play any new cards though, did I? I just curved out perfectly. And then high rolled this guy. It might not be a good deck, but killing people with Colossus the Moon is sick. Mr. Plow, that's my name. Thanks for 13 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Which class seems the best now? It's probably still going to be Aggro Demon Hunter. Aggro Demon Hunter got a lot of new tools that help it continue being Aggro Demon Hunter. It's not a happy take. It's very pessimistic. It makes myself sad to say it. My cam's blocking the necklace. You should be able to move it wherever you want. I got the HS Deck Tracker extension, so you can move shit.
I will fight with honor.
You put the deck over my face. You put the deck over my opponent's face. Put it left, right, upside. I don't actually. You can't do it upside down. I don't think they have an upside down feature. But yeah. Oh, Wait. So you guys are saying you have the ability to move the extension one around, but you're upset that my camera is covering the other one because you want to have 2 deck lists fully visible on the screen. What? May I ask why you need 2 deck lists on the screen? I don't want to be rude. I don't want to try and like step on your dreams or anything. But what is the point of the second exact copy of the deck list? I just feel like we're using up a lot of real estate on the screen. That's a compelling argument, Dr. Widow. He does have 2 eyes. One eye needs to be on each deck list. Alright, 2 eyes. 2 eyes, 2 deck lists. That's fair. A fair argument, although I can't move that, so I just have to move my camera. Just know that this makes Ed angry every time I move my camera.
I wonder.
Somewhere, Ed is upset.
I must move quickly.
This gets my duel. I'm gonna go coin Vargoth into gift. He doesn't do anything super proactive. That's pretty freaking proactive. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that. I'm still gonna try it, I think. Ah, the coin's pretty valuable in my hand. I just do this.
Who are we hitting today?
Reporting for duty. To battle!
This area is off limits.
It's a good card. That's one of the new ones. Look at that. 4 mana, 2 race guards. That's a fair point, yeah. Maybe my camera not in the way of the YouTube feature. You guys are so smart. I should have just known you guys were...
No entry.
It's gonna be good, actually. It is gonna be good. I didn't even think of that. One of these is a redemption, right? Nailed it. No shield slam? If it lives, we got a 50-50 for big air. Or we could just consecrate. If he develops 4 health. We could also just gift. Yeah, we probably just gift pass. If it lives. And then try and commencement for big air. What's up, Jigglypuff Fridays? I'm doing good today, man. Doing good. Well.
Free of that blasted tower!
But should cast twice at the end, giving me many Archmage Vargoths.
Scry more! Behold! Free of that blasted tower! Free of that blasted tower!
Okay, now that we have 4 Vargoths, we can really let the commencement commence.
I'll show you who's boss.
Alright, goodbye Vargoth, kinda. He only gets 1 proc because we do have the Repentance up. So unless he's another Skipper or a Whirlwind effect.
Lightly used armor.
Oh, Cthulhu AoE. He did have to spend his whole turn just removing the board. So their commencement is going to be able to come out of the... Hopefully be powerful.
Put your faith in the light!
Dude, our Tyrion got Divine Shield and Taunt because of the commencement. Big value.
Greetings.
Wow, that was perfect for him. I want to coin Scrapyard more than I want to coin this, because I only want to play this if it's actually going to be doing something with its effect. So let's try and snack run and find another big spell. Nailed it. Snack time into duel time. And we want to put something out there so that he can't Blade Storm as easily. So this Voodoo Doctor fits the bill very nicely. Now try and Blade Storm this.
What now?
I don't know what now, man. Actually, I have no idea what's in this guy's hand. He's probably eyeing any Cthulhu pieces he has. He'd like to use them. So if he has a Maw, he'd probably be throwing the Maw out. Weird as the armor total kind of in check as well. Both shield blocks have been utilized and an Armor Smith is gone. He's only got really one Armor Smith to scale his armor for those shield slams. He did not have the shield slams earlier because he had a lot of good shield slam moments that he skipped on. Wonder if he's got the OTK in there. Because sometimes you can play Cthulhu and the OTK, you know what I mean? Little Pocky into Hood 1, thanks for 4 months. Welcome back to that cave team thing, man. Appreciate the continued support. Glad to have you back. Is this going to be a real deck? Real deck in which sense? If you mean real deck as in you can make it to legend, then most definitely. But if you mean real deck as in people are actively going to want to play it at high legend and in tournaments, probably not. There's like 4 decks that are like tournament level. But there's like 100 decks that you can make it to legend with. I guarantee you Dual Paladin will be legend viable. But will it be something that anyone in the actual pro circuit brings to a tournament? Probably not. It'll be in a pretty similar spot as the old Dual Paladin. Some good funds and some mega to legend. But then tournaments, everyone's just playing Demon Hunter mirrors. But who knows, maybe. When you draw a duel on 5 with this deck, it slaps. But when you don't draw the duel, you're in a little bit of trouble. We didn't have duel that game. We generated it off Snack Run on like turn 8 or 9. And that was good enough. It was turn 8, yeah, we generated it on Snack Run.
Uther versus Illidan.
Illidan. New portrait. Look at that. It's green and fiery. He used that fell magic or whatever. Cards we can play are pretty much all we want. We just want to play a bunch of random stuff and then coin duel. Oh, perfect. These will fill in my mana curve with random crap. Which theoretically has a decent chance of shutting down his stuff. Firebat hard mulligan for duel, question mark. Yeah, you try and hard mulligan for the duel. That is one of the things I try and do. I already had it, so I could get away with keeping these desperate measures. Because I just need to have something to do so I'm not so far behind when I finally get to the playing the duel.
You don't pick the wand, see?
Reporting for duty.
We're almost there. Just need like a consecrate and set up for it super cleanly. We have 5, 6, 7. Just have one gap in our curve right now, this 4.
Wasn't me. Hey, loser.
Reporting for duty.
I had only one play, so I did it. It was the one, the greatest, the only play. And it's what I did. Bum, bum.
Wasn't me.
We duel, it pulls Vargoth, Vargoth wins the duel, and then we pull out Scrapyard Colossus. Every time, here we go. Time to duel. That's pretty good too. I'm not complaining about it, at least. Then we have Hammer of Naru, and do Commencement get the other one? Or Commencement get the Vargoth, which then gets the other one. But hopefully we don't draw one of these last 2 remaining minions. I have 2 minions in my 21 cards, and I need to not draw them. Otherwise, we're screwed. Might be screwed anyway. Look at these silences. The new card from him, the Eladari Studies, allowing him to generate a silence randomly. With actually a pretty high amount of consistency. Aggro Demon Hunter now has free access to a silence for no reason. And there's the other minion. So now my only minion in my deck is Vargoth. That is... I have 5 minions in my deck and I drew all of them. It's so unlucky, dude. I'm a little salty about that. I guess maybe I need to... Oh wait, I have the dragon still. Oh, I forgot about that. We have minions in these no's. So I was like, why do I have so few minions in my deck? I should put more in it. And I did put more in it. I just didn't know. Well, I did know, but I didn't know with a K. You know what I mean? Alright, dragon. Show him the power of the new 9/9 super fire breathing dragon. Annihilate this 5/6. Go! No. This guy will do it. This guy will do it. He'll get the guy, but now it won't proc the damage, will it? It might not proc the damage anymore. But this is probably better. But yeah, it's not going to proc the damage from the 9/9. But it is going to have Taunt Divine Shield and be a 9/9. So now we have Tyrion into Air Raid Barricade into Scrapyard Colossus number 2. He's got nothing. He's gassing out over there. Unless he's got the skull. Dude, maybe Paladin's legit. Fell Steel Executioner. This is going to do 9 to a minion at the end of my turn, so we can just weapon this and it'll kill the other guy.
Put your faith in justice.
Fire! It's exactly like the rag animation. I thought it was going to have a different animation.
You possess true power. I yield for now.
Yo. Is Dual Paladin just the greatest deck ever created? Did we crack the meta day 1? Dual Paladin coming to a tournament near you, probably. There's 0% chance we're only having success because it's day one and a bunch of people that haven't played for a really long time are coming back for the first time and making tons of mistakes. There's no way that that could ever be the case of why Dual Paladin is succeeding. It's only working because it's the greatest deck of all time. Duh. Don't craft this deck. Don't do that.
Uther versus Anhilda.
It's not going to be good. It's going to stop working soon for sure.
I will fight with honor.
Find me the duel. Well, if you already have all the cards, then this deck's a pretty good time. You could kill people with Scrapyard Colossus and Colossus of the Moon and that sick 9/9 dragon. What's cooler than that? People are coming back. I just came back to Hearthstone a little bit. I was taking a really long break with Slay the Spire and stuff. Hey, Slay the Spire, Path of Exile. That's about it. I was doing some code names with some streamers off stream. That was kind of fun. Never surrender. Ooh, baby. That's the secret we needed. Shield block or something. Next turn I want a snack run so that I could potentially get the thing. Get my duel on 5. We already have duel on 5, so let's just barricade it. Or, actually, let's play this. Let's play this, and then let's get a 5 drop.
The battle! The battle! The battle!
To battle! YD coin. I don't know, don't be too hard on him, man. It's probably his first game back in a while. He's just coming back for the mini set. People make mistakes, it's okay. Don't gotta get all over this dude. He seems like a nice person. He hasn't even spammed emotes at me or roped me yet. He's gonna AoE me, so let's get this off the field. Playing for Omayog? I mean, technically speaking, though, he was playing a weapon, so it wasn't anything that would get influenced by Omayog. We could have just played the weapon. We don't need to roast him for it. I'll make plenty of mistakes, too. Oh, he coined before Corsair Cash. See, you guys are calling out one of his plays being bad when it wasn't even... He has a perfectly logical explanation. Maybe we're the bad ones, guys. Because I didn't even notice it. I was really paying attention to what he was doing, though. It's time to... Oh, God. No, 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 no. Not this. Honestly, we still come out ahead on this duel. But still, damn. We still come out ahead on this duel. Any update on when the patch will go to mobile? I have not heard anything. I saw people complaining on Twitter about it. That's about it. But I didn't see any official responses or anything. I wasn't really looking, though. I bet you'd find that information on the subreddit. I bet you somebody out there has posted that. And if it's not there, then I don't know where to look. The subreddit usually has more accurate information than Blizzard's actual website, though. So that's usually where I go to check first. And then, yeah, if I don't see it on the subreddit, maybe I'll check the official website. Those are the two best spots to look. Eye for an eye. We should still commencement. It's pretty tempting to just whack him with this, though, because it sets up a lethal. Commencement, though, could get Vargoth, which then gets another thing.
Let me think.
I want to just set up lethal, I think. With both skippers gone, it's going to be hard for him to gain armor, right? Maybe I don't even set up lethal. If he has an armor smith, it's a little weird for me. Because right now he has to deal with this because of the redemption, right? I think this is the way to do it.
The Darkmoon Races! Adventure and excitement awaits!
We can just get through that taunt, we win? There's gotta be some sort of snack run thing that lets me get through that taunt. That's pretty good.
There is
For justice. Job done.
Nice. Now 12-3 is protected. Lethal setup once again. We're so close yet so far. An Armor Smith could come out of left field and absolutely annihilate us at any moment. Tensions are high. No. 1 mana warrior spells. Execute costs 2 mana, but there's like 1 mana, deal 2, gain 2 armor.
armor made to
It's got 1 mana left. We got a whirlwind. So he's banking on this attack going through, and this noble sacrifice is about to be the noblest of sacrifices. I'm sorry you have to die, but your sacrifice will not be in vain. It just keeps winning. It just keeps winning. Dual Paladin is nuts. Dual Paladin. Featuring dragons.
For Doomhammer, I will fight with honor.
Do you keep the barricade? I could probably just keep like this. Barricade quite good. Not as good as duel. I could also probably justify the consecrate against shaman. Coin barricade into consecrate. It's not very aggressively looking for duel is the only concern, but usually shaman's pretty board centric, so these cards can be very strong versus them.
Greetings, friend.
Here we go. Random trash secret. I don't want any minions in place so that I can coin barricade. So I'm gonna do this and then coin barricade. Mm-hmm.
This area is off limits.
beautiful. Boom. 4-8 on turn 3. Talk about statistics, man. He's got big stats.
Never be afraid of your inner power.
He's gonna be overloaded. Alrighty then. And while he's overloaded, I developed 2 air raids. He should be doing nothing this turn because he has literally no mana. So I could just develop uncontested things next turn. Duel would be insane here. No duel. We're stuck with just doing some winky dinky air raids. I mean, we couldn't play around that. We need duel or commencement or snack run pretty soon. Where that duel at?
By moon and spear.
For justice.
I'm a big value deck, so I'm trying to just kind of outvalue him a little bit, I guess. Wind Tyrant. Wind Tyrant's pretty spicy if you comboed with the big hero power, I guess. Next turn I'm just playing Runaway Blackwing.
You here for the tour?
From wicker
Yeah, that guy's got a lot of value in his deck.
these cursed spells
I don't think we're going to be able
give
to
thee.
do anything unless we draw Duel or Commencement pretty soon. Because we're slowly getting further and further behind while we don't have our big power cards. I don't know. We'll see what Runaway Blackwing does. Maybe he doesn't have good removal for it. It pops off. You know?
I have no master. To battle.
We have the counter to his removal up already. So hopefully when he tries to go for a Hex or something, the Oh My Yogg interrupts it and run away with the game. With the Runaway Dragon. Brightwing, this guy's gaming, man. His valuiest deck of all time. He's out there trying to have a good time. That's a lot of value. I have to kill his board 3 times if I want to kill it. Yeah, we picked a bad game to not draw any duels.
For justice.
There's not a lot we could do on this one, man. Ooh, the new card, Mist Runner's pretty spicy in Quest Shaman. That looks pretty good. Hey, Mr. Pippins. You can't go on the table, though. We are dead.
Well played. The victory is yours.
Yeah, that's the problem with dual decks or decks that revolve around only a couple cards in general. Our deck doesn't do anything if you don't draw a duel or commencement. We drew 0 duels, 0 commencements. We just did nothing and then died. Feels bad. Oh no, can't go on the table. I know you want to go on the table, but you can't.
Watch your back.
I will fight with honor.
Duel. Commencement costs 7. That's probably gonna be too slow against Rogue. That's for the measures, ceremonial maul. That could be decent. Ooh, a good one. Guys play secret on turn 2 anyway.
Better be something good.
Air raid removes a lot of pressure from my opponent. I love to see it. He killed the whole board. I probably can stabilize this Vargov.
Free of that blasted tower.
Empty board Vargov? That could be good. He's got to sap it? How does he kill it, right?
May I have this dance?
Hey, loser!
Mm-hmm. Consecrate into duel, let's go. It lived last turn, it should live again.
Consider this a house call.
Oh. That duel is ridiculous. When you have duel on 5, it is so crazy OP, dude. Hopefully you guys can't hear my cat, but my cat is pushing its head against the microphone. The bottom of the microphone. It likes to scratch its head on the microphone.
Blood and plunder.
I'm always consecrating this turn. Question is, what else? I could consecrate, get one secret, or I could consecrate snack run just to get healing out of the way. Potentially hit commencement stuff. Yeah, it's gotta be that. We could take another consecrate for more AoE, or we could take tip the scales for just maximum healing. We need healing. We want more AoE. We're not that low. I ain't scared of him. He knows it costs 4, so maybe we just play it. If he's a thinker, he can probably figure out that it's probably consecrate. That's a good key, Diddy.
A cruel fate awaits you in the ashes.
Angle the camera down more so you can see the kitty.
For justice!
Back to your rooms.
Got a taunt. The rogue can't kill us. We're perfectly safe. We might not be that safe. I'm behind the taunt with 15 life. Don't kill me. Kitty cat's gone. Oh man.
Well played.
Died from half health out of hand. I guess I should have traded my 10-5 into his 3-1. Well, good thing we made that deck stronger.
Uther versus Jaina.
Oh,
I will fight
19
with
damage from hand. That seems fine. He's a good hand. It's a combo. Am I playing Paladin or Warrior over here?
Reporting for duty.
At the start of his next turn, that thing comes out. I'm hoping I can just use the Risky Skipper plus Sky Raider clean this up and the other stuff without having to use a spell, so I can save the spell burst to make a 5/5 when I duel.
Oh, it says explode!
It's a pretty good little combo.
I'll show you who's boss!
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
That's
For
pretty cool.
justice.
I probably don't play it though, do I? Not bad. I think I might just hero power though and play this later. Killing my own 1/1. Ah, screw it. Max tempo. Try and hit this duel in as much stride as we can possibly have. Investing mana for future turns. Okay. Okay. Big duel. Alright, we don't even need to swing. This guy's gonna breathe fire down and just kill that guy too. Fire dragon, go! Beautiful. Ozaki deck, you think? I think it's just small spell mage. You don't remember small spell mage? But maybe it's Mizaki. The Ogremancer. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, summon a 2/2 with taunt. That guy can be a little annoying.
For justice.
The dragon will take care of it for us, though. Good dragon. Dude, the dragon is sick for this deck. It's a huge upgrade.
Someday I'll be just like you.
What's going on here? The Mana Cyclone turn? I think it's a Mana Cyclone. Maybe it's an evocation. Uh-oh. And Cyclone. 5 random spells. What can you do with them?
Time runs out on me.
Gain additional mana in the middle of your turn. That's sick. You can refresh those both. He's back up to 6 mana if he wants it. He can, yeah, he can go all the way back to 6 mana still. If he had faster APM, he could really keep pumping off. I don't think he's got the APM. Oh, we still popping off pretty well. If I do the 1 mana spell, I'm not really doing anything else with it, so I still think it's commencement, and we just hope the dragon hits that. We should be able to keep him nice and protected.
For justice.
Get rid of the spell damage. Beautiful! Dragon Ragnaros is the best. And another Sork turn? Does he have another Cyclone to go with it? No way. Wow, another Sork, another Cyclone. Top 15, both of his combos. That means the Elemental Allies that he randomly generated gets to proc. But he's just hard running that Elemental Allies, actually. Hard runs Elemental Allies. Wait, he didn't kill the dragon, he just froze it. He's gonna kill it.
Oh, it says explode.
Small Spell Mage looks pretty hype, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how often you do everything that this guy did, but it looks pretty sweet. Do I wave just for the healing? It heals me for like 2.
For justice.
This area is off limits.
Reporting for duty.
You still had to leave up spell power, unfortunately.
A simple spell should do.
$57 cards. Counted them all. That's pretty crazy. Played 57 cards before turn 8. That guy's gaming.
For justice.
I think getting rid of spell power is good, but I don't know if we necessarily have to get rid of this 1/1.
No entry.
Yeah, he definitely had a good draw. We had our good draw as well. We had the duel on 5 and a good opening. It's looking like his good draw might be better than my good draw. Wow, it's all gonna come down to this random effects here. We either win or lose at this moment, based on what random 5 spells. We win? Nice. It all came down to a 50-50 at the end. So when both decks function perfectly, it's 50-50.
Uther versus Illidan. This ends now. I will fight with honor.
1-drop, 2-drop? I don't think we can afford to just completely hard mulligan for duel against Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter kills you. So we have to kind of keep our early game cards and hope we still manage to find the duel along the way.
They're not trapped. They're pets.
Is Demon Hunter broken yet? When was Demon Hunter not broken? Always been broken. And yes, it still continues to be very good. I heard Wild is going a little bit crazy with the Wretched Tiller OTKs. When I was looking at the cards, I was like, Wild's gonna be crazy because you're gonna be able to Wretched Tiller OTK so easily with the one thing. Apparently that's been happening a lot from what I saw on Twitter. Boom. That's our crazy powerful new anti-aggro tool that enables this to sometimes work. What's the OTK? There's a minion that gives a friendly minion immune. It's a 2/4, costs 3 mana. So you play Wretched Tiller. It's 1 mana, 1/1. Every time it attacks, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. You play that guy, you make it immune, and then you cast his the new card, which is 3 mana. I think it's called Hysteria. It's 3 mana, and it makes that card attack things till it dies. So you make the dude that does 2 damage every time it attacks immune, and then you play that on it, and then it just attacks the entire board. It's a 7 mana 3-card OTK. So it's very, 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 very good, as you would imagine a 7 mana 3-card OTK is. I don't think they play tested it. So he's Soul Demon Hunter. So healing is going to be actually kind of useful versus Soul Demon Hunter. I kind of want to not do that this turn.
No entry.
Reporting for duty.
They don't have a lot of minions. They have like the 5/5, I guess, that I could target with that. I could have tried to save it for the 5/5, but tempo now good.
Demons? Demons.
This power.
This area is off limits.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, we need to find the commencement in the duel now, man. Okay. I guess that's good for me. I don't know if that's good for me. That might just be bad. Now he gets to ramp into Skull and then do crazy stuff. I think my Omayog just helped him.
My blades aren't just for show.
Broom. I don't think I can wait for... I gotta just try and hit duel right now, I think. Nice. The goal was to try and wait so I could actually get healing off that card, but... The time is now.
Hide behind yourself.
We got Kanye out of the way, so we can't run through our taunts.
Entry.
That's so sick. We're almost making it to the runaway Blackwing, where we could run away with the game. The broom could be really useful too, allowing us to trade off one of these death rattles and then rush its second form. I have not played any of the Slay the Spire mods. The only mod I have installed on Slay the Spire is the one that allows you guys to hover over the things and see what they do. I've been meaning to check out that stuff eventually. But I've been having so much fun with the core game that I didn't really want to move on to mods yet. Plus for like streaming and YouTube, I want to get my viewer base familiar with the main game if I'm going to end up playing it, you know. But yeah, it's something I want to check out eventually. He's already used one Blade Dance. I don't want it 2-2 though.
For justice, the battle.
Trying to set up like as much tempo as I possibly can so that I can control some trades and target with my runaway Blackwing next turn.
Demons? Demons.
This power.
Feels bad. Second Shatter Shard Mystic.
Demons? Demons. Time grows short. I have no master. Job's done.
Look at an achievement. Who let the dragon out? Just get an achievement for playing this card? Kind of funny.
My curse burns in your veins.
Ow. Ooh, another snack run's gonna be good.
Put your faith in the light. Don't test me, child.
If he doesn't have a skull, we got him on the ropes. This snack run always gives us like lay on hands or something big. Big money snack run. It's so good. Okay, so now I can't play Snack Run if I want to get another duel. The second duel should either pull out the Dragon or the Colossus or the Scrapyard. Only one of them have taunt. We are going to be a little bit exposed out here with no taunt.
I wonder.
We still kind of just have to let it ride.
Reporting for duty. For justice. Behold.
Alright, we got the taunt. We got the taunt. We're saved. No problems. Now he needs to like skull into outreach or something crazy. Why didn't I snack run? I didn't want Mr. Vargoth to snack run. We need him vigilant. There's no time for snacking, Vargoth. The battle is afoot. We need to duel. So we're doing the snacks next turn. After we get a little bit of dueling under our belt, then you can have some snacks, Vargoth. But you can't just get snacks just because you show up. You gotta earn them.
Reporting for duty. Battle for justice. Behold.
He's down both Labrides. And both twin slices. This guy's got no damage left in his deck.
For justice. Scry the battle. The battle. Reporting for duty. Behold.
Dual Paladin defeats Demon Hunter. It happened.
Alas, poor warlock.
Dude, Dual Paladin's just pretty good.
You don't pick the wands.
I yield for now.
Alright, I saw people in chat saying they wanted to see the Wretched Tiller OTK before Blizzard nerfs it. I've never even played it, but I've just saw people tweeting about it, and they said it was super busted. So let's give that a shot and see how busted it really is before they get rid of it. So you can use it in Priest or Warlock, whichever one can draw cards more easily. Warlock probably draws cards easier. Priest's got better control tools though. So. You need the Tiller. This guy, he enables the combo. And then you need Hysteria. And then you need the guy that makes things immune. Not that guy. This guy. Mal'Ganis is part of the combo. And then you need ways to draw this while not dying. So we just need some generic control shell that allows us to get there without dying. So... So let's type in draw. You don't need Shrinkmeister. Choose a minion that attacks random minions until it dies. So we play the Tiller. You make the Tiller immune. Then you can make the other guy immune and then play this. So it'd be 3, 6, 9, 10 mana. And it works. So you don't need anything that forces them to have minions. Because you can just have 2 immune minions running into each other. And now we just want to try and draw as many cards as possible. What's the best way? The Dark Glare. Oops. We don't need that. There's new draw 3, which could be good, I guess. God, there's so many cards to look at. We probably want Defiles to help us control the board a little bit. I'm probably just gonna build it like Dark Glare Warlock, but instead of the Giants, just run this stuff. See how fast we can get it to go. Maybe that's not the worst idea. Dark Glare, though, they go in on their thing on like 5 mana, right? They go in a little bit faster. Dark Glare Warlock and Wild. We need to be at like 7 mana. So usually, when kitty bought the back of the chair. Pick him up. You know what he wants. But the chair is not the scratching post. Usually they play like Flame Imps and Pen Flingers and stuff like that, and like burn damage. We also need that 1/1 that allows us to hero power for free. That's a good way to draw cards in Warlock. Hero power. Okay. They put the Dark Lair in there, yeah. Probably want to play Spellstone too. And it's not easy to play Spell. Fingers are the wrong spot on the keyboard. Right, I gotta use the washroom though. I'll be right back 1 second and then we'll finish building this deck and then we will retro tiller somebody. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that this is going to be the most optimal shell for this, but it'll probably work. So that'll probably be good enough, man. I'm cutting like Giants and Brooms and Lothebs and stuff like that from a wild combo deck that has already existed. Solarium? Probably don't want Solarium. We don't want to discard combo pieces. We probably want Coil. You also need stuff to just kind of dump out of your hand a little bit, too. They can't all be draw cards, can they? Esmuka, thanks for 5 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Bye-bye. Yeah, so let's look at other things. Well, 1-drops that we could just kind of play would be good to go with the amount of draw, because we already have a lot of draw, and we damage ourselves a lot. What about we get the Mistress of Mixtures? That's a good card. We might even play the new Armor guy, too, because we have an infinite damage combo at turn 10. So, it's not infinite, it's only 60, right? Because anything that procs infinitely in Hearthstone can only iterate a certain number of times, so that it doesn't crash the engine, right? And then with these cheap 1-mana spells, we get to play the super powerful cheap 1-mana removal Plague of Flames. So that's pretty good. And then just draw. Whatever draws left, like Thalnos, stuff like that. One of these cards, free admission, backfire, or sense demons. Do we have any demons? We have the dark glares, so we could tutor out the dark glares with sense demons. That might be decent. Just guaranteed have dark glares. We could play that. It's like a one-up, maybe. Probably won't hurt. I'm trying to have like tons of mana on my big pop-off turn and be able to do crazy stuff with that kind of stuff. With the dark glare thing. Is anything that does 1 damage and refreshes mana crystal with the dark glare? If we have 2 dark glares out, it really pops off. And then we can take a huge cycle turn. But I don't know if we're cycling maybe too quickly is the only issue I see with it. We're going to draw our whole deck and we'll be on 6 mana and be unable to combo. I'm only playing like 1 game in this. I'm only playing to see if we get the combo. Once the combo works, we'll just call it. I just wanted to do the combo. Because they might nerf it and then we could never do the combo ever again, guys.
Gul'dan versus Garrosh. Victory or death! Your soul shall be mine!
I haven't played Dark Glare Warlock in a minute, but this is a good opening for it. Raised Dead is one of the super fast drawing cards actually in the deck.
Greetings. Fly, Polly.
We're gonna die before we make it to the combo. All of our self damage.
Here for the tour?
Job done.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Once we get Tiller, we have the whole combo.
Fly, Polly.
Alright, we have the combo. We just need to have the mana to be able to play it now. We drew a lot of combo pieces very quickly. I want to wait to play this until we get the Dark Glare. There might be too much self-damage in what I'm doing. I always start with the most self-damage, then we level it back over time. I like to start in extreme one way or the other, so we're like more extreme card draw. Low removal, and then we'll slowly add removal till we get to the balance of how much we need, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not a good position. I don't have a 2 health minion to throw out there.
Possibilities.
Hysteria doesn't quite clear anything. Alright, let's backfire. If I backfire, I'm just gonna die. Pirate Warrior is not the thing we want to try and combo against. I'll tell you that much right now. Like we have Dark Skies, but we don't have that much early game stuff. I put Armor Vendor in here too, actually. We have Armor Vendor as well. We actually have a decent number of early game cards. We just hit 3 combo cards.
Almost out of time. So many possibilities.
Here for the tour?
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
I don't think I can lethal him quite next turn yet.
Your tour ends here.
Feels bad. If I get both Dark Glares, next turn I could do like Dark Glare, but I can't do self-damage enough to get all the mana I need. Because he's going to hit me for 4, so I can only self-damage proc once. So I have to like use a Hysteria? I think I want to play Emperor, man. If you play Emperor on 6, then combo on 7. That's how I want to build this deck, I think. Emperor on 6, combo on 7. No Spellstone. Maybe Spellstone's too slow, too. We just play a bunch of cheap things that can be defensive and try and do the combo 7 every game. If we can make it so... Okay. Go to someone else's Twitter and copy the deck. I was having fun kind of trying to figure it out. I usually like to play games to do it my way, you know, but yeah, I guess. I guess since someone's already done everything, we'll just go copy it and do exactly what somebody else did. It's already been done before. It's not cool. Like, what's the point of even doing it then if it's just already been done before? I thought we were going to try and get on in the action before... Oh, they did play Emperor. I bet you we would have eventually got to something like this. I don't know. I was going to cut the backfires for sure, though. But yeah. I'll have Twitch chat keep spamming at me to just copy somebody else's deck instead of making my own. We're going to do that. Day 1 of the new cards out. Please net deck. Why are you trying to build your own deck? Just net deck. Day 1 of the new cards coming out.
Gul'dan
Day
versus
1.
Valera.
Watch your back.
Thought it'd be fun to try and figure out the combo. It's already too mainstream to be fun, though, isn't it? Target. Probably save it so we can guarantee either combo damage with it or guarantee Plague of Flames. We don't need to force it to die with the Mortal Coil. He'll kill it himself eventually, and then we can bring it back to life. We're not in a rush. A ship's cannon. It's something you don't see every day. I guess it's probably a lot more common in Wild, because you can actually play it. But being a standard guy, gives me a little chuckle to see a ship's cannon.
More souls.
Still do a lot of self damage. We're one card away from lethal. And a couple mana points.
Look! You shinies!
Feed the fish, landlubber.
Ooh, Kingsbane. Wow, it's getting spicy with it.
Trust me.
So with just Death Speaker plus the Wretched Tiller itself, that is 4 attacks, so 8 damage. And then this is another 2 attacks, so another 4 damage. So that's like 12 damage, and then you count the attacks on their board as well.
Blood and plunder.
So next turn we can do the combo to do 8 plus 8. We do 16 burst. We could try and maintain health on board to be able to do more burst. If we wanted to tempo out a Death Speaker or something. But that breaks our potential, you know, big damage play later on. The 10 mana version.
This might sting.
It's okay. We can use one combo for board control, and then draw, and then do it again for actual damage later. I need to play these target dummies to just not die. Well, I guess he doesn't have the weapon now. Alright, we get the full combo next turn. So we can go infinite with the Dark Speaker. This will be 2, 4, 5, 6 mana next turn. We just do this. We won't even need these anymore because we're going to make... The Wretched Tiller is going to be immune, and then the other Death Speaker is going to be immune. So we'll have 2 immune things. So it should max iterate. So it should be a nice and easy 6 mana OTK. 6 mana, 60 damage. Nope. I don't know, guys. Maybe combos are overrated. All of my opponents kill me on like turn 5 or 6 with aggro. Whenever I try and do any fun deck in Hearthstone. He drew damage, 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 and then I died. Combo's a lot better in Priest. I don't think it would be. I think it'd be worse in Priest. Priest has a harder time drawing cards. And also the guy that hit #1 was playing Warlock. Like, all my instincts say that it's probably better in Warlock, and then the guy did it with Warlock. So it gives me a strong inclination that it's probably better in Warlock than Priest, based on the evidence. Yeah, maybe we could try Priest. Might be more fun.
Armor! Lightly used armor.
It's the mirror match.
Side effects? No. Trust me. This might sting.
Bet you it's not going to be that powerful. It does seem like you take a lot of damage getting it set up. A lot of decks in Wild kill people really fast. Seems like it's going to be good versus Priest, though. Like Highlander Priest. Because Highlander Priest takes a while to get set up. It'll be a Highlander Priest killer deck.
You here for the tour?
Oh, he's not playing this deck. He's playing a regular Warlock. Alright, well, he's screwed then, because I have a combo and he does not. Nana nana boo boo. I want to coin Thorsan next turn. I guess I'm just playing this. I can't tap first because I'll burn a card. I don't actually want to remove pressure from the board. I like the pressure on the board. I need this coin, so. Oh, I had this in my hand. I didn't even see it. No, this was perfect, so now he didn't pop his guy with Defile. See, guys, I played around Defile. Come on. You guys would have played right into that Defile. What are you doing? Our play was right, but it was right on accident. If I would have seen that, I probably would have thought about the armor vendor and maybe come to that conclusion, but who knows. But we played around Defile perfectly with our supple genius brains. So good work, Twitch chat. How much damage do we have? Alright. So 7, 8, 9, 13. Yeah, it's probably lethal. Plus the Dark Speaker stuff. Then we put out whatever has the most health on it to get these out there too.
Lightly used armor. Armor. Lightly used armor.
Then we get to throw this guy out here. And then we get to throw this guy out here. And then watch the fireworks. And let's see how it goes. Pew! Pew! This is gonna take a while, guys. If they nerf this, they're definitely at least gonna change the animation speed. There's no way they're gonna let this exist. Imagine you come back to Hearthstone after a really long time, and then this happens to you, and you're just forced to sit there and watch this guy just till away. Just tilling him. Just tilling him. Nice and slow till. Oh god, it keeps going. He's not done tilling yet. Did it break? He's not doing any damage anymore. Are you guys sure they tested this? I don't think anybody tested this. It can attack dead minions, guys. It was attacking dead minions, wasn't it? It looked like it was attacking dead minions. Maybe we can just do the combo regardless of what health is on board. And it just keeps attacking them forever. Or did it break because he died? Has anyone tested it to see if... Is it just always do 60? Or it does stop. It does stop, people are saying. Okay, okay.
Gul'dan versus Tyrande.
You will give me strength.
Your soul shall be mine.
Bum, bum, bum. Mm-hmm.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor!
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Break it, you buy it!
Ooh, he's healing me. Spooky. I love how aggressive the backfire is. Holy smokes.
Break it, you buy it!
It lights you up.
You here for the tour?
There's the Emperor.
Break it, you buy it!
Dude, Warlock draws cards so fast. Warlock draws cards so fast. It's crazy. I mean, they're hero powered. Why do they give Warlock so much card draw when its hero power is draw card? I guess it's on theme. It was very thematic, so that's good, but kind of crazy. I want to get other combo pieces. I should have just... Yeah, okay. Let's trade this in.
You here for the tour?
There's the second Death Speakers. Now we have the full combo after we play Emperor and not die.
Break it, you buy it!
So all we have to do now is play Emperor Thorsan without getting dead. Seems feasible enough. Alright, this 7-8 just has to not kill me and then we win the game. Oh yeah, we don't have the Hysteria yet. We still need the Hysteria part. We just draw the Hysteria this turn, and then we win the game.
You here for the tour?
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Alright, 7 cards left. Hysteria's in there. We still got a backfire that can help us chug our way along to it. The combo costs 2, 4, 7 mana. 7 mana combo. Two Hysterias, 7 cards. 1 Dream. Right, Temple Enforcer.
Here for the tour? This might sting.
Not it. Feels bad.
Almost out of cards.
Alright, we just need to not die, so...
Side effects?
I guess he could break my combo if he has a Lucia. That's the way we lose, but... We have 60 damage next turn.
Armor. Lightly use armor.
Almost out of time.
Does he have a Lucia?
Is someone injured?
He does not have a Lucia. Later, dude. Alright, I've never done the combo this way, but it probably works. Then we make another thing immune. And then we send in your boy. And they just do the immune bump until the game times out. Now he wait 30 minutes and he's dead. And he gets to sit there helpless as we till away. Killing him slowly. So we're what, like 5 in? He's gonna do it 30 times. So just a couple more minutes. Wonder if the other nope, there goes the other desk speaker. I was saying maybe he could live. Aggro would have definitely farmed us this game. I mean, it's a silly broken combo deck that gets farmed by aggro, right? It doesn't seem that crazy powerful, but it definitely like limits an archetype. You cannot play control against this deck very well because the combo is so easy to pull off. And it probably can get it against aggro sometimes. I don't know if it's going to be enough to make it a tier 1 deck, but it might be pretty... It's pretty close, probably. But they're probably going to nerf it just because of like the Shutterwalk effect. Where it just takes so long and people feel helpless and sad. Yeah, who knows if it's broken? I don't know if it's broken, but it definitely is metagame defining. You gotta play something that is got action against this, because it does it so consistently, right? 60 on turn 9, not powerful. Well, I mean, Priest can do 60 on turn 9 too, or 60 damage by turn 9. Raza Enduin Priest. And it has better anti-aggro tools. So, I don't know. Do you need Emperor for the combo? You do not. But it speeds things up. Usually you have 10 cards in your hand on turn 6, and half of them are combo pieces. So it allows you to do the non-board interactive combo earlier by a lot.
Gul'dan versus Tyrande.
Does deck have Dark Glares? It does not have any Dark Glares in it. I was gonna think... I would think like Dark Glares would be good in this deck. I was kind of workshopping one with Dark Glares. But then I net decked this one instead. But yeah, I think there's going to be room for innovation for this combo. I think there's going to be different ways you could probably build this deck to have more success, especially as people start figuring out how to counter it better. And then you got to figure out how to counter how they're countering it. You know, combo meta stuff.
Is someone injured?
I mean, this is just iteration 1 on day 1. So this deck is going to get a lot better as people start figuring out what to do with it.
Is someone injured?
Such a big impact. I can defile away both of those. Both of them, I tell you. Uh-oh. Spirit Lash Circle? Oh, Spirit Lash Quite Heal. Now I can defile away them easier. We have the combo. On 7 mana, we gotta start looking for lethals. South North, welcome back for 21 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. My graveyard? What's in my graveyard? Just one Kobold Library?
So many possibilities.
Break it, you buy it.
No Emperor? Why not involve the target dummy? Well, then you'd run into the 2-4 and die. So that would work if we could get the 2-4 dead, I guess. You're saying we target dummy, invulnerable, dark skies, everything dies. Nah, Nah, he just runs into 2-4 and dies. Unless you got a way to kill the 2-4 on the turn you're doing the Hysteria. So. But that's an interesting thought. 3-6-9 on the Ford. We're just gonna clear the board and keep drawing, man.
Break it, you buy
Try and find the full combo on 10 mana. Or with Emperor.
Side effects? No. Trust.
But yeah, you can do weird stuff with Deathspeaking the target dummy and Hysteriaing the guy into the target dummy. If you can get a completely empty board and you have some way to kill your own Death Speaker. Dude, he's gonna out-armor it. He's gonna out-armor it with Beetle Revives. The guy's a genius. 3, 6, 9, 12. He's at 50. He's attempting to out-armor the combo. The madman.
So many possibilities.
I imagine Plague of Death destroys immune minions, yeah. In my head it does.
Armor, armor, lightly used armor. Armor, armor, lightly used armor.
This might sting.
We might have to do the combo just twice, actually, to do enough damage to kill this guy. Oh, he's not gaining any armor from those, but he is muddying our deck a bit.
Here for the tour?
Two turns away from lethal. 2 turns away, and then we have 60 burst.
We hunger for vengeance.
We got Emperor this turn. We could do it earlier.
Armor, armor, lightly used armor.
Wait, they don't want to fill my board up. Alright, since we didn't hit Emperor, we just kill everything. And then do the combo next turn. I have double Death Speaker, the Hysteria, and the Tiller, so we're good. That's 1, 2, 3. It's 3 board spaces, so we're fine. Why is I trying to draw? If I hit Emperor that turn, I could, I don't know, play Emperor. I don't know. There's none of this matters. If it's just does he have Mind Render or not? That's the only. It's all of that's happening in this game is does he have Mind Render or not?
You are safe now.
Okay, so now we go combo time. So Tiller, immune. He is undead. And give him to business. Only 56 HP. Why was he foolishly so low on HP? He kind of just played into it, to be honest. He probably could have out-armored it if he traded off all those beetles. This deck will probably get weaker as people start to figure it out. How's it going? I went AFK for a bit. Hey, this is a good time if you guys want to get some water or something. Water breaks, stay hydrated, you know? Yep, so that's broken.
Uther versus Uther. I will
Why is
fight
that combo
with
better than the
honor.
Mega
I will
Thune combo?
command the light.
The Mega Thune combo costs a lot of mana, dude. The best combos are the ones that use the least amount of cards and cost the least amount of mana. That combo uses 3 cards and doesn't cost very mana. But can use 3 cards and then sometimes can use 4. That combo is really good because it's only 3 or 4 cards and almost no mana.
I must move quickly now.
Awkward minion. At least we have dual on 5. I have not versed a regular paladin with a dual paladin, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Being ahead at tempo is always good, though. Can you cast Hysteria twice if 60 damage is not enough? Yes, you can cast Hysteria twice if 60 damage is not enough. You do 120 damage with some Emperor discounts. So you should be able to always beat Control that doesn't have ways to interrupt your combo. But the combo can be interrupted with things such as Dirty Rat or Elucia. So people just need to put Dirty Rat in their deck and then it's fine. Ish.
For justice.
But it's still going to cause a lot of conflict, a combo like that. A lot of disgruntled people on the social media typing and being mad. Because it's polarizing. Got really polarized matchup. Same reason why everybody hated Quest Rogue, right? Super polarizing. You just win sometimes and there's nothing you can do. There's a lot of decks that just instantly lose to that Warlock deck and there's nothing they can do. That upsets people. So even if the deck doesn't become one of the highest win rate decks in the game, still probably going to cause general frustration.
Wasn't me.
Historically, that's been the case with decks that have super polarized matchups like that.
Mind if I roll need?
For justice.
I think I do this. I don't think a 2-2 is very good for me. If I go air raid and then make a 2-2 with my air raid, I'm getting consecrated out of this world.
Let me think.
I like combo decks, man. But the general public usually doesn't like them. It's Tyree, just subscribed for 3 years. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the continued support. Glad to have you back. Wait, did he get an Ash Tongue too? He's copying me. The best one? Hog.
Feel my pain. For justice. I do love shields.
Oh, he's got the Divine Shield minion also. Do I prefer combo controller mid-range? I prefer combo.
Try to keep yourselves alive.
I prefer combo. But I'm a casual player, man. I like card games where you verse the environment more so than card games when you verse other people. Other people play so slow, and you have to balance around interactivity and stuff like that. So you can't make people do cool combo-y things. I'm spoiled by like Slay the Spire and the other deck builders where you don't have to deal with waiting for people to decide things. And you don't have to deal with, you know, having fair decks. You get to just pop off and do crazy garbage because it's against a computer and they don't have feelings. Yet. Once the computers have feeling, though. And they'll have to give the computer good aggro tools to smoke you down. So you can't have fun with your crazy combo deck. I don't know, just playing like 100 cards in a turn is really hype.
Feel my pain. Justice.
Hey, loser! Wasn't me!
Have lethal setup. Get him 6/6.
Hey, loser!
For justice.
Diamond. We're rich, man. So much diamonds. Now we can get our diamond pickaxe and then dig our way down to legend.
Uther versus Illidan. This ends now. I will fight with honor.
Demon Hunter. Make a Minecraft reference. Yeah, it's talking about Minecraft. Diamonds.
The light
Mining.
protects me.
Crafting. Who doesn't know what Minecraft is nowadays?
They're not trapped. They're my pets.
It's got to be one of the most popular games of all time, right?
Love the feel of wind in me sails. Wait for me!
I fight.
I bet you your mom's heard of Minecraft, Scode. Ask your mom about Minecraft. I bet you she's heard of it in some capacity.
Wait for me! Reporting for duty.
The opponent's doing a whole lot of nothing so far. But so are we, so that's not great. Dude, I love Wii Sports. Dude, maybe I'll become a Wii Sports streamer. Just dual viewers in bowling and Wii Sports, or some Wii Sports tennis. Wii Sports tennis was so hype. That was a good video game. We should have a Wii Sports tournament with a bunch of Hearthstone streamers. That would be fun. I don't know if you... Can you really do Wii Sports over the internet, though? Doesn't it have to be local? Probably has to be local. I'm gonna try and use this to get commencement.
The battle.
I fight.
2-1's bigger than a 1-1. By a little bit. Spine just subscribed for 7 months. Welcome back to the Batcave, Team Thing Man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Yeah, I still feel sick, but I'm not puking anymore. So we're doing great. I'm fortunate enough to have a job to where like I can go to work sick and I'm not gonna infect people around me because there's nobody here. And I'm like not doing a lot of heavy workload, so I could just be sick at work, so that's fine. At work.
They're not trapped.
Hashtag blessed, man.
For justice.
I fight.
Well, he would kill my squire. Guy's a hater. Okay, we don't want to play any minions now. Because we want the redemption, the Tyrion.
For justice.
Nichcon4 just gifted out a sub to Nico Cimarelli. I appreciate your generosity. Welcome to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Glad to have you here. Make sure we get some thank yous in the chat for Nichcon4.
A charming composition.
That mana burn was mean. You guys got some wacky stuff in this deck. He's a hard running Steward of Scrolls, Cobalt Spelkin. Guy's gaming. That's pretty good.
Free of that blasted tower.
As long as it buffs my guy, it's pretty good. If it buffs his guy, it's pretty bad. I think it's worth it. Let me roll those dice.
Behold.
Nailed it. Roll Demon Hunter.
You don't pick the one, silly.
God, Demon Hunter just gets to generate silence whenever they want. They have Wand Maker and they have Eldari Studies for it now, so Demon Hunter just always gets free silence in their deck. Oh, nutty. Imagine the best class in the game also gets free silence. It's crazy. Get the most powerful effect.
Time grows short.
I know a soul when I smell it.
Put your faith in the justice.
I should have waved, actually. I took 1 extra damage here. Because he's probably silencing this and going face, and then I'm trying to stick this one. I took 1 extra damage.
I like to think they teach me.
I grow
You
impatient.
don't pick the wands, silly.
Time grows short.
He didn't get silenced, which is kind of nice.
For justice. Don't go.
I don't know if we're going to have enough stuff, though. Look at that guy's hand. It is a fat hand over there. Oh, we're going to get outvalued. He's just generated so many free cards. So unless this pressure actually kills him. It doesn't look like it is because he gets to kill it all for free. And then he's got the silence still saved, probably.
For justice. I have no master.
Back to your rooms.
There's some good board development, though. Maybe he doesn't have another Blade Dance. Maybe there's no Kane. Bell Blast.
This power is exciting.
What, another one?
I grow impatient.
Evil cannot hide from me.
Time grows short.
I
If he saved the silence this entire time, this guy's a god. There's no way he's got a silence. I was so ready for that to be a silence. That's funny. Did we get there? Or does he have blade flurry or whatever? Second blade dance. Second blade dance. GG. Oh. Yeah. I don't think you can beat Demon Hunter with this deck if they just kind of play intelligently. It's fun though to pop off at the duels and do some crazy things sometimes. But it's probably just a silly high roll deck. Man. The patch hasn't been out very long, but all of the decks are the same. This is for the current balance patch. The best performing decks are this Libram Paladin, Demon Hunter, Secret Rogue, Warrior. Still. All almost the same variations. Doing all exactly the same things. Always that way on day one? Not always that way on day one. Not true. I've played through a lot of day ones. And this one makes me feel uneasy about the future of the game. Might be a cool token druid. All right. Anyway, I feel kind of sick today. I'm getting pretty pessimistic outlook, so I think I'm just gonna end the stream, man. I've versed pretty much standard aggro decks the whole time. Just got killed by aggro. I don't know. Standard Hearthstone is just, maybe it's not my game anymore, man. I don't know if I'm gonna play standard Hearthstone on my next stream. Might go back to, because like standard Hearthstone doesn't even get views right now. So if you're playing standard Hearthstone, it's got to be for the passion, and I'm not feeling super passionate about standard Hearthstone in general, man. So, and if you want to try and grow as a streamer and get viewers, you basically have to be playing Battlegrounds if you're in this category. So going forward in the future, I'm probably just going to play Battlegrounds when I'm doing stuff to try and get viewers. And then when I'm doing stuff for fun, it's probably going to be like Slay the Spire. I don't know. I just don't have that much fun with standard Hearthstone anymore. I don't know if it's because of the cards. I don't know if it's because of the current set. Or if it's just because I'm burned out. Could be anything, right? I don't know. But, why is that guy just spamming emotes? I mean, I'm not super concerned about getting viewers. I'm more concerned about just doing something I enjoy. My theory is that if I do things that I play games I really like and do an entertaining job, the viewers will come later. That's the theory. But I don't know. Standard Hearthstone just does not do it for me. Yeah. Wild is draw your combo before the other guy, and then standard is brain dead aggro versus brain dead aggro. So Oh, I mean, there's decks to beat aggro, Bentley, SSB. But the thing is, it's a triangle, and it's been a triangle for 7 years. You play the aggro deck beats the combo deck. You play the combo deck beats the control deck. You play the control deck beats the aggro deck. And you can usually tell who's going to win after turn 1 or 2 in the game with all of those matchups. So, when I know the outcome of the game already, it makes it really boring to sit here for 30 minutes waiting for that outcome to happen. That's, serious question. Why do people watch Battlegrounds? People like it? I don't know. I'm sure everyone has their own reasons for why they do it, but a lot of people watch it. A lot of people watch Battlegrounds. I think one of the big factors is accessibility. Getting into Standard is hard. Getting into Standard is very hard. You have to... All right, I don't want to make this about the expense thing, but just the knowledge base required to jump in and play Standard is really high, right? So if I were to right now just be like, all right, I would really love to start playing Hearthstone for the first time ever. Then it's like, all right, what do I have to learn to try and play Hearthstone for the first time ever? Look at all of the shit that you have to know to play Hearthstone for the first time. Like, there's so much stuff that you have to get into and get involved with to get entered into the game. So it's becoming a lot harder for new people to enter the game just because of how massive and how big it is. So, whereas Battlegrounds, the card pool's like 1/50th of that, and it's super easy to just jump in and play and get involved. I think accessibility has a lot to do with potential growth as a streamer. Whereas, like, I don't know, pretty much everyone that plays Standard Hearthstone that watches streams has kind of formed their opinion about me, and is either I like that guy or I don't like that guy. So there's not a lot for me streaming it, right? I'm not exposing new eyeballs. Pretty much the same eyeballs over and over again. Byguard 2, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. I appreciate you. Q Block was fun. I miss Q Block. Q Block was a sick deck. There's no decks like Q Block anymore. I mean, there's OTK Warrior, which is pretty cool. But more times than not, you lose to the control deck instantly and you beat the aggro deck instantly. I don't know, man. But even though there's a new mini set for Standard, I think I'm not going to be streaming Standard. I'm either going to be streaming Battlegrounds or Slay the Spire. All right, anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. Thanks for staying for a little while and chatting. And we'll be back tomorrow doing Battlegrounds. And Sean CBO, thanks for 8 months. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. Take care, guys.